Hey everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. It's your girl KRISSY CELA here, and in today's YouTube video I really wanted to sit down and discuss absolutely everything I've ever known about health, wellness, lifting, training, and just apply it to one video. It's safe to say that you guys have seen me through every single journey possible. The KRISSY on YouTube 7 years ago, starting out for the first time, getting my law degree and trying to balance school and also staying healthy and fit. My autoimmune disease, which I still have till this day, and I'm still working through it as best I can. Sometimes I have flare-ups, sometimes it's all good. Not to mention everything else in between that. I've been recovering from surgery, I've had a baby, I've had to work on my postpartum. It's just fair to say that I've had different journeys when it comes to my fitness journey. I've had different seasons and my body has not always felt the best. With that being said as well, I have had the luxury of training so many women, whether that's online, whether that's PTing. By trade, I am a personal trainer. That is how I started this whole thing. I wanted to help as many women as possible become the best versions of themselves and not overcomplicate fitness. When I started YouTube and when I started my journey with posting on Instagram, fitness was either you're a bodybuilder or you're a Victoria's Secret model, and there was never anything in between. I personally didn't want to be either. I wanted to have the strongest mind and body I possibly could for myself, but in a sustainable way. And I've been there. I've done the most unsustainable thing you could think of, and I've been an extremist. And I've also been the person who hasn't been motivated at all to do anything and wanted to give up. And now I want to come to you with the best advice I can possibly give anyone watching this who really wants to tackle their fitness journey, who wants to make it part of their life, and who is so sick and tired of stopping, starting, and not knowing what they are doing wrong. I'm going to be here for you because I know how difficult it is to sustain a healthy mindset and a healthy body with life's interference. You just want to give up sometimes. In this video, we're going to follow the plan and not the feeling. And when I talk about feelings, motivation is going to come and go. You're going to have moments where you are going to want to crawl up on the sofa, order yourself a pizza, and just be done with life. And you can do that. That's the thing that I'm trying to tell you. You can do that. You shouldn't feel guilty for that. But if that's something you're doing every single day, then we're going to work through that as well. We're going to try and help rewire all of those habits, and hopefully by the end of the video, you have some sort of structure and plan for a brand new, fresh start. So without further ado, let's get into tip one. The first tip I'm going to get you to do is start understanding what your why is. Why have you clicked on this video? Why have you sat there and now you're listening to this complete stranger, which you probably haven't met before, tell you what to do? There's a reason. You're frustrated. You have come to a point in your life where you're like, you know what? I want to make a change for myself, for my mental and my physical health. Write down your why. Your why is 100% not, I want to lose weight because I know if I lose weight, I'm just going to be so much happier in my body. I promise you, the minute you lose the weight, the minute you get the abs that you wanted, the minute you build the glutes that you wanted or the arms that you wanted, you're going to chase something else and something else and something else. And that becomes a very unfulfilling journey. We are not here for a quick fix, and we are certainly not here to fall into the trap of chasing pure aesthetic goals. If you are doing that, you are setting yourself up for failure because nothing is ever going to be good enough, and you are going to develop some severe body dysmorphia, and you're going to develop other psychological things that are going to be very hard to undo. So we're not going to focus on the why being an aesthetic goal. We're going to focus on the why being a goal that you can sustain for the rest of your life. Let me give you an example. I want to get into my fitness journey because I am sick and tired of feeling lethargic, tired, and not the strongest version of myself. That is a goal and that is a why that you can sustain for the rest of your life. You can always come back to that feeling. You can always come back to recognizing that you were sick of feeling that way, and now it's time for you to make a change to really try and impact your life positively. Another why can be, I really want to chase happiness over constantly feeling like I'm letting myself down. Now that is such a powerful why, that is such a powerful goal, because every single time you tell yourself you're going to do it and then you don't do it, you're letting yourself down. And that is equally a form of self-respect. The biggest respect you can have for yourself is doing something for you. It is looking after your body, looking after your mind, setting boundaries with yourself and with others. It doesn't mean completely isolating yourself and focusing on your fitness journey. It just means putting yourself first and prioritizing your needs. So number one, let's write our why. So get a pen and paper and let's do it now. Tip number two is, now you've got your why. So we've established why you're here, why we're doing this, right? And remember, it's not an aesthetic one, because you're gonna get your aesthetic goal, I can assure you that. But that shouldn't be your driving force. Now it's about having a plan, because everything is a theory, then you gotta prove the theory, right? Everyone has an idea. Everyone is like, I wanna do this, and I wanna build this, and I wanna make this. But unless you're gonna go and do it, unless you actually have a plan, it is just a concept, and a concept is nothing without a plan. Think about your plan as a group of people who are going to help you achieve it. And what do I mean by that? That sounds crazy, right? But hear me out. Your plan is comprised of a set of things. The workout plan that you're following, your nutrition plan that you're following, the habits that you're building, the routine that you're setting in place. Think about them as different types of people, and those people are going to help you achieve your overall why. So let's focus on your workout program. If you do not know what you're doing in the gym, if you do not know how to move your body, get yourself a workout program. I can't stress it enough. I cannot stress it enough. If you are spending money going out to eat, if you are spending money on a new pair of shoes that you most likely don't need, you can spend money on a 1-year training program. You do not need to be spending thousands and thousands of dollars on a training program. That is certainly not what you need to do. You can download an app like the Evolve You app. It is less than $200, and it's going to help you actually have a framework of what you need to do in the gym, outside of the gym, with a nutrition plan that you can follow and recipes that you like. It doesn't need to be so chaotic. It doesn't need to be so extortionate, and it doesn't need to be so overwhelming. Once you've got your plan in place, you're gonna set your workouts in your diary like an appointment. You would never miss a doctor's appointment. You would never miss your hair appointment. Lord knows I would not miss my hair appointment. I would not miss my Botox appointment if that was the case. Why are you missing your workouts? Now, if you're sick, if you're unwell, if you've got your period, completely different. We're not discussing that. But why are you missing your workouts? You explain that to me. You can't, because that's the thing. And the thing is, I don't want to come on here and try and like sugarcoat everything, because I don't think that I'm gonna do you a justice either. Like, I'm here to help you and advise you and kind of hopefully be like the big fitness sister that you might need. But you are not showing up. You're not showing up for you. You're not putting in your workouts in your planner. Get your planner out and put them in. If you prefer working out in the morning, you do that. If you prefer working out in the evening, you do that, but schedule it in. So you know you've put it in 1 hour as an appointment, travel time 1 hour and 30, and you know that you're gonna show up for yourself for that 1 hour and 30 minutes of your day. Everything around can have its place, but your workout is scheduled in like everything else. Your nutrition guide, same thing. I think one thing that we do is we always tend to fail when it comes to nutrition. I know I have done before. And it feels quite overwhelming, because what foods you eat, how do you calculate your macros, etc. But one thing I will say to simplify it is try your hardest to eat out less and eat at home more. If you can start with that, then the rest will kind of snowball. So if you can try your very best to even bulk cook some of the key ingredients, such as your protein, your rice, your potatoes. Veggies, I feel like they go horrible when you meal prep them. I've tried that for so many years and I just absolutely hate them. What we can do as well is smoothie bags. When you make a smoothie bag, you can put all your delicious ingredients in there and have that in the morning. So little things like that are going to really help, but start from cooking at home rather than eating out. The next tip I'm going to talk about is something that I actually feel has been one of the main reasons why I keep showing up to the gym and I keep just working out and moving my body. I have a routine that I absolutely love. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a homebody. I love being at home. I don't really like like clubbing. Like, don't get me wrong, you give me 2 or 3 shots, I'll be on the bar and I'll be like shaking my ass. But with that being said, I just love my routine, man. Like, I love getting ready for the gym. I love putting makeup on for the gym. Like, I know that if I look good, I'm just gonna have a better workout. It is the complete ethos of why Honor Active even exists, which is my clothing brand, right? Because I wanted to create killer sets that actually work and you could wear them and feel confident in and just lift and have the best workout of your entire existence. And a routine to me is so important, and I really want you to implement one. If you don't have one, just try it out for 2 weeks. That's it, 2 weeks of your life, just give it a go. Go create a playlist that you absolutely love and adore. A playlist that you know that if you're gonna listen to that track, you're gonna have an amazing workout. That's number 1. 2, outfits. You do not need every single gym color outfit in the world, but I firmly believe that you need a few sets that make you feel really confident, because the gym is so much more than you just going, getting your workout in. It becomes a chore. If you perceive the gym like that, and perspective is everything, if you perceive the gym like a chore, you're gonna reflect that in the way you come across, in your confidence in the gym, in your slumber. And we want to pull you out of that, right? Like, that's why we're having this conversation. I need to grab your hair, pull you out of it, sis. I need you to like stop with that. So you're going to show up to the gym as if you show up to work, as if you show up to an event, as if you show up to a party. Get your playlist intact. Get your outfit intact. Put a little bit of lipstick on if that's what you want to do. A little lip gloss, little lip balm. If you don't like wearing makeup in the gym, no problem. Have your hair done. Not talking rollers or anything like that. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do. But just be presentable. Because when you are presentable, you have an air of confidence. And when you have an air of confidence, you're going to feel even prouder of yourself in the gym. Or even if you're at home, showing up for yourself at home is equally as important. I'm a firm believer that when you look good, you feel better. And when you feel better, you perform better. Every single time I've stepped foot into the gym and I haven't necessarily had my routine intact, I feel it. And I really don't want to be there. But when I make a celebration and a party out of it, I'm putting on my lip gloss, I've got my hair done, I've got my outfit in check, I'm listening to my music when I'm driving my car or when I'm walking to the gym. I feel unstoppable. And that's the whole thing. Fitness shouldn't be a chore. It shouldn't be something that you are dreading. It is something that you are looking forward to. The gym is your club. So make the time, make the effort, show up and put yourself in a routine that you adore. The next thing we're going to talk about is the fact that you are overwhelming yourself. I see this done all the time. Every single woman that I've ever trained overwhelms herself. She comes in and she's just like, I don't know where to start, I don't know how long this is going to take, and then it's like, poof. And before you've even given yourself a chance, you've already mentally set yourself up for failure, because you're thinking more about all the things you've got to do rather than just taking it one step at a time. And I don't blame you, because I do the same thing with other aspects of my life. And when I first started training, that's exactly how I felt. Completely overwhelmed. And mind you, back in the day, like I'm talking 10 years ago, the content we have today, the accessibility we have in the palm of our hands to becoming the best versions of ourselves is nowhere near what was available even 10-15 years ago. And if anything, you would kind of just think that the skinnier you were, that was the aspiration and that was the goal. And now there's a whole movement on women actually becoming the strongest versions of themselves, physically and mentally. But you're overwhelming yourself. And I hear you and I feel you. And what we're going to do is try something new every single month. That's how I would approach it. So for example, if you've never tried a new machine in the gym and you've always been curious about it, take that moment as something you try new in your fitness journey. You might find that you absolutely love the hack squat. It's always something you notice in the gym, you've always been intrigued by it, but actually quite overwhelmed thinking about it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna research it. You're gonna figure out how to do it and you're gonna trial it for the first time. You can also ask someone in the gym, hey, can you spot me? Can you see if I'm doing this right? The gym is a community of people just trying to better themselves. And I can assure you that if you do ask someone who looks friendly to assist you, they're gonna be more than happy to help you. But see it as one incremental thing at a time, whether that's you going to a new class, whether that's you going on a hike for the first time, but do it gradually. Because if you overwhelm yourself and you're like, I'm going to do everything and anything in the next month, you're going to absolutely drain your battery. So have your foundational program and plan, like we said, have your routine, and now layer in something new that you want to try every single month, but don't do it all at once. The final thing I want to discuss is feeling like you have to jump on every single trend. There has been such an increase, especially on TikTok, with you should stop weightlifting because it makes you bulky, and you should start Pilates, and you should do this and you should do that. And the thing is with that kind of information is that it's very personal and it's very subjective, right? And what I mean by that is that's the experience that individual has had and they're sharing it with the world, right? It's what their belief is. And the issue with that is it's not necessarily factual. And when something isn't factual, and especially not backed up with journals or tangible things, it becomes very fear-mongering, right? So I've noticed that a lot on TikTok, and it's also honestly quite overwhelming even for me, even though I've been doing this for quite a long time. I get very overwhelmed because it's like, you should stop doing heavy lifting because heavy lifting caused me to have cortisol levels, and then when I started doing low intensity movements, I started feeling better. Well, the reality is that's all fair and well for you, and I'm very happy you found something for yourself, but lifting weights is low intensity. This is what I mean, like lifting weights is not high intensity. It's not aerodynamic. Lifting weights is low intensity. So even the things that people are saying out there is not actually factually correct. So just be mindful of what you're consuming, because the more you consume, the more your fitness journey will become very clouded and very confused. And when that happens, you will fall out of your program, out of the plan that you have, and you will start doing really random things. And if you really want to take this seriously, you're going to actually stick to the plan that you told yourself you're going to stick to. If you're someone who just wants to take it light and easy and wants to explore different things, remember we spoke about integrating one new thing every single month. So if you wanted to try a new type of workout, integrate that, see if you love it, and then add it to your weekly schedule. There's no right or wrong. It's just about not fear-mongering yourself to do something that other people are doing, but equally sticking to the plan that you have in place, because that's what works for you. So try your hardest not to jump into trends, and try your hardest to really focus on the program and the plan that you have put in place. So there you have it. I just hope that this video gave you comfort, knowing that you're on the right path, and maybe you actually just need to just settle yourself a bit. It doesn't need to be so overwhelming. It doesn't need to be so chaotic. You've got this. I can assure you, in time, it will all fall into place. So leave a thumbs up, because it goes a long way and it helps provide more useful videos and a lot of fit tips. So leave a thumbs up and a comment below if you found this useful. I love you always and forever, and I'll see you next time.